Sumantra, the minister of King Dasharatha, details the importance of sage Rishyasringa and beseeches the king to invite that sage to preside over the contemplated Vedic ritual, for that sage's entry into any kingdom is auspicious for that land and people. Sumantra, the charioteer, and one of the ministers of King Dasharatha, having heard all about the king's desire to perform a Vedic ritual, said this in confidence to king, "O king, I will tell an early legendary narration that I listened. O king, I have earlier heard of this present advice given to you by Vedic scholars, as godly sage Sanat Kumara has once narrated an account about the arrival of your sons in the presence of other sages, and sage Sanat Kumara said that sage Kashyapa has a son known as Vibhandaka, and his son will be the renowned sage Rishyasringa, and that sage Rishyasringa will grow up in forests and will always be dwelling in forest, not knowing others that Brahmin the best will always be abiding his father, lest his renowned celibacy, always praised by the Brahmins, will be hindered. In the world he becomes famous for his celibacy, O king, and he will always be praised by Brahmins, and thus time will pass on with that kind of his conduct. Sage Rishyasringa loses no time with his servitorship to the sacrificial fire, and also to his celebrated father, and during this period alone, there will be a famed and very strong king, Ramapada, a valiant in Anga country, but by a violation of righteousness of that king, there will be a shocking and devastating famine in that country. While the famine is besetting, that King Ramapada will be afflicted with grim, and on summoning Brahmins and learned scholars he will address them. All of you are well versed in rituals and knowers of the world history. Order me how the purification from sin will be. Thus said by king, those scholarly Brahmins and Vedic scholars will say to the king, O king, son of sage Vibhandaka, namely Rishyasringa, is to be fetched by all methods. O king, having brought sage Rishyasringa and honoring him well with good care, procedurally give him your daughter Shanta in marriage to that Vedic Brahmin and the son of sage Vibhandaka. On listening them, the king becomes thoughtful about the idea by which it is possible to bring that self-controlled sage to his place. Then that intellectual king decides, along with ministers, to dispatch clergymen and ministers, honoring them well, and then sends them. They, on hearing king's words, are awestruck, and lowering their faces, they will say, "We cannot go there as we are afraid of sage Vibhandaka, father of Rishyasringa." After thinking over, they will say as a second thought, and having found a solution with a plan to bring that sage, we will fetch that Brahmin, and also by that no stigma will occur. Thus, by the king of Anga kingdom and by his courtesans, the son of sage Rishyasringa will be brought, and the presiding deity for rains will shower rains, and Shanta will also be given in marriage to that sage. Sage Rishyasringa, son-in-law of Ramapada, king of Anga, as well as to you. If invited to our kingdom, he will bless you to beget sons, O king. So said sage Sanat Kumara to other sages, and all this is retold by me. Thus the charioteer and the minister Sumantra completed his narration in confidence to King Dasharatha. Then King Dasharatha is delighted, and in turn spoke to Sumantra, by what idea Rishyasringa is brought to Anga kingdom, that shall be said elaborately.